Hey, Nation, Harry Brailsford here. Before I start to point towards the airport at Fortinet Accelerate 19, I bumped into Elliott Long, and Elliott, you're a geek. Our community, let me frame it up.
Yeah.
You love engineering. Our community came from the geek side first and foremost. That's what wakes our guys up in the morning. Then they realize, I got to make money.
Right. That's right.
Kids are 16, 17, headed to college. I guess I better start making money. But I want to do a little bit of geek speak, and the rehearsal, we framed it up pretty well about how as a value-added distributor, you're helping fortify some of your resellers. So talk to me.
Well, we work a lot with small, medium businesses, and we'll work with any size company, but that particular niche, they generally will have some pretty good cybersecurity skills on staff.
Yeah.
But maybe not quite enough owing to the glacial onslaught of all the things that are going on.
Yeah.
You know how many products there are in the cybersecurity marketplace?
Unbelievable.
It's a full-time job just to keep track of how many vendors, how many products, and how many attacks.
Yeah.
It's just overwhelming. And our customers are actually VARs.
Right.
That then serve the endpoint customers.
You're talking to the right audience.
So we can empower a lot of the VARs themselves just by giving them basic staff augmentation is one way, but a lot of consulting, a lot of advice, a lot of product wisdom.
Yeah.
Because they'll say, everybody knows the word firewall, the standard Band-Aid for all problems, not that simple anymore.
Yep.
And a lot of companies don't even know that.
Yep.
So a lot of our simple consulting, which is like typical conversation we'd have in an elevator, it's revolutionary for them.
Yeah.
But then we can go quite deep as well. We have very deep relationships with all of our vendors. And so we pass that on to our VARs and enrich them, making them better to sell. It would seem like we're almost like, well, why are you giving them all this free consulting?
Yeah.
Well, then they're selling the products that we get comped on, and we get better, and it's just a big synergy because we're all part of the same team, and we kind of consider ourselves the good guys.
Yeah.
Because we're helping businesses to be more secure.
Yeah. Well, you know what felt like a natural act? Yesterday I went to a couple of lectures, and I never was a good student in high school, so that I sat in the back row as usual.
Surprising.
And I went to the 5G security lecture from Fortinet, and the reason I bring that up is, it blew my mind. I mean, Fortinet is first and foremost, in my mind's eye, an engineering company. They take that very seriously with the wall of patents down in the Silicon Valley and so on. So that would be a natural act for where you like to live and breathe, right?
It is.
You're distributing an engineering-based company solution. And let me put you on the spot before we go. I mean, is there maybe one trending security topic you're seeing out there today? Anything that's top of mind?
Well, I have a presentation, and that's the topic of it. And I say, what are the top security concerns? I don't say top 10 anymore.
Yeah.
I used to say top 5, and I said top 10, and it was top 15. So now I give the top 5, the second top 5, the third top 5.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of discussion about some things, and so one of the things we do is we help our customers. AI is alive and well, okay? And for instance, but you don't need to bog yourself down with a lot of understanding of AI right now. Because understand, it's in the product line, it's a PhD conversation. I would steer them to steer away. And what they want to be worried about is, be concerned about, because we don't want to panic, we don't want to freak out, is there's something called the Mitre ATT&CK framework.
Okay.
And what it will do is it'll introduce people like, what are all these things and how do they get? They're attacking applications, they're attacking endpoints. If you study that framework, finally somebody put the attack vectors into a table that you can visualize and see along with the solutions.
Yeah.
I steer a lot of my customers toward it, not to understand it, but to get started in what they're looking at, the wall of adversity that's coming against them. You mentioned 5G.
Yeah.
5G is a hot topic.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see a spend in IT and communications like you've never seen before. And like is always the case with a lot of technologies, we jump out on connectivity, capability, and sales first. We're going to catch up with security later. A lot of the 5G stuff's going to follow, but what we're doing with 5G and IoT is we're essentially just increasing the attack surface.
Yeah.
And we're not fortified. we're not safe. And people that are in the know are concerned. And I can give that kind of advice to people. Not just to be panicky, you got to run out and buy all these things, but how concerned to be, because how serious are they? Because I get daily emails saying these kinds of attacks are occurring.
Yeah.
So I'm paying attention to it, and I can offer that free of charge.
All right.
I'm a free asset.
Oh, there we go. I love free goods.
Yeah.
All right, Elliott. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
your time,
Yeah,
sir.
you're welcome.
Thanks for
more.
listening, folks. All right.